want to. It's your birthday and I know you want to. It's your birthday and I know you want to. It's your birthday and I know you want to. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. Go, 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 go. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We're gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And we really don't care. We don't give a F if it's your birthday. What up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? You know what I'm doing right now, man? I'm just sitting back, relaxing, enjoying my 91st birthday. Today, I turned 91 years old. Look good. When you look good, you feel good, you do good, folks. You got to count your blessing each and every day, man. You got to count your blessing. And to me, I look at myself and I look at my humble beginning. I look at everything I've been through. I'm looking at where I'm at now. Hey, Sonny Blanco, what's up, baby? Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. We got to get together real soon, man. We got to get together real soon. Salute, man. Mad Money, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, folks, listen. You got to cherish the moment. You got to cherish the day. You got to cherish each and every opportunity that you are blessed with. That's what you have to do. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man? Thank you, man. Haley, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? Did he say 91? Yeah, Corporal Bruiser. Corporal Bruiser, 91. 91. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. 91. Look at me. You know what I feel like? It was a song, Ebony Eye by Smokey Robinson and Rick James. You looking good all over again. Hey, Kinder, how you doing? Happy birthday to you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, I appreciate that, Kinder. Thank you. Hey, but folks, listen. What you have to do is take time out to enjoy life. Low down, how you doing? Take time out to enjoy life, man. Life is beautiful, man. Every day is not going to be good. Every day is not going to be bad. But what we have to do is we have to enjoy it, man. Look great at 91. I look great. I feel great. I'm doing great. I look great. I feel great. And I'm doing great. That's it. That's it. Happy solar return. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. But you know what? You have to get out there and enjoy life, man. Enjoy it while you still can. Tomorrow's not promised. Today is not promised to us. Today's not promised to us. So what you have to do is take full advantage of each and every opportunity that's out there. Hey, how many folks got an opportunity to go check out the latest piece I dropped in regards to why didn't I take over the Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols organization? Also, I did the piece about Tommy Mickens. I got a couple other lives out there. I can't believe it. I know it's true, but I can't believe it. Hey, listen, hold up. Corporal Bruiser, I am not 91. I'm only joking. I'm not 91. That's just a private joke. I am not 91. If I was 91 and looked this good, but 91, you couldn't tell me nothing. Whatever I was doing, I'd be selling that. I would be selling it. Whatever I be doing, I'd be selling that, man. You kidding me? Hey, folks, you know what? I want to do a live yesterday. And what I want to do a live about is this, man. Sit back and think about it. Imagine if I had Google way back when I was a kid, when I was a snotty-nosed kid, if I had access to Google way back in the days, man, do you know how successful I could have been? Do you know right now I could have Googled how to make money while having a job? Google, how can I hustle legally? Google, what activities out there that I can get paid to do that a lot of people don't want to do? What job is out there that a lot of people don't want to do, but if I do it, I can make a legit, you know what I'm saying, income? Man, imagine if we had Google. So folks, anybody that's out there now that's not doing anything, guess what? They're doing something wrong. Because with Google, with these search engine, you can get out there and you can create so many different things. Keep in mind, all man and woman is rich in their own thoughts and ideal, but it's up to them to put it in effect. Tracy, how you doing? How you doing? Good afternoon, Tracy Joyner. How you doing? Hey, it's up to us. I just showed this Indian woman, she couldn't believe it. No, bro, listen, I am not 91. I am not 91. I'm joking. I am not 91. That's just a joke. I am not 91. I was the saying, Glaze, but the street was calling. You know what the street was calling? But imagine, whereas we had Google back then, we could have Googled all type of things. We could have Googled how to hustle legally, how to be smart with our money, how to be Google, how to be smart with our credit, Google, how to buy property, you know, at dirt cheap prices. No, right now we could have Googled anything, man. With the search engine that they have today, and look at these kids, they have it now, but how many of them really using it? There's so many people that's out there don't even know how to use the search engine or the internet or social media. So what I'm just trying to say is, let's take, my challenge is, oppose us taking all our negative energy, hating on each other, getting up on social media, trying to belittle one another. You know what? Let's try to do the greater good. How can social media, how can I be better today than I was yesterday? Social media, how can I lose this bootleg attitude? Social media, how can I get ahead in life? How, social media, you know what I'm saying? All right now, Google, how can I be a good father? Google, how to be a good husband. Google, how to be the best person that I can possibly be. Google, how to be the best employee. Google, how to be the good leader, a good teacher, a good anything. How can we do that? How can we do that? It's right there at our fingertip. It's right there. We can do everything. We can use our fingers to control, remote control. You can learn anything on YouTube. You're right. Black jelly bean, Kim. You're right. You can learn so much because it got so much DIY. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. We got so many different things that's out there. Folks, man, listen, it's do it yourself. How can we do it ourselves and become better law-abiding citizen? It's out there. All this right here, life is a hustle, man, but it's a legit hustle. We do not have to hustle backwards no more. We do not have to hustle with a gun in our hand. We do not have to hustle poison our community. We do not have to hustle breaking into our neighbor apartment or house. We don't have to hustle that way. It's plenty of way that we can help one another. I live in 291 Fountain, right to your spot. I seen all the money, so I decided to get money. I want to be like Glaze. Hey, Cat in the Hat, man, I apologize, man. I apologize for you wanting to be like me, man. Why I apologize for you wanting to be like me? Because once again, guess what? If I would have been a better role model, I got a lot of people that's telling me that. You know what? I used to watch you. I used to take notes. I used to want to be like you. You know, and to me, that mean I failed. I use the internet, and I'm 3 years in. I made one. Wow, I'm not joking. I'm talking about making generational wealth. Hey, Corporal Bruiser, man. Hey, Corporal Bruiser, we got to talk, man. We got to talk. Because once again, man, I don't care whatever I'm doing. If I'm able to make any type of positive impact on somebody's life, that's what I feel I'm supposed to be doing. It's like, to me, if you got that positive energy, and if I can help you get to where you need to be, if I can coach, counsel, or train you, that's what it's all about. Your heart is all in your eyes, brother. You know what? Because once again, when you done been through hell, I went through hell. I hit rock bottom. You know, I wish you'd do a speaking tour in some of the school. If you say one, it's a compliment. You're right, Tracy, join them. You know, all that stuff is in the work. But the difference right now is I went through hell. And right now, I used to be a sick, devious, mean, you know what I'm saying, individual. It's not hard. Information is key. Hey, listen, brother, that's why I'm open. I'm listening anytime right now. As people come on my platform with positive energy, I listen. I'm wide open. And you know what? I met so many good people through that. Will you make another audiobook? I got something in mind, Trap Montana, but making an audiobook is very tedious, man. Making an audiobook is very tedious, man. It's a tedious process. Anonymous guy, good afternoon, King. Keep shining your light. Thank you, thank you. But folks, you know, when you look at it, it's so many different things. Like right now is when I look at things and everything I've been through. Like I'm celebrating another birthday. I count my blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's in your eye. You know what it is? It is. You know, I count my blessing because I went through hell and back. And I can remember different birthdays. And you know what? Normally, during my birthday time, I get down and depressed. Why? Because I miss so many birthdays. I miss so many holidays that, you know what? Here it is right now is sometime I go off and probably just lay in bed all day, having a pity party, feeling sorry for myself. Because once again, I'm so used to being locked down, being in keep lock. Guess what? You don't care. You know, so even though I'm free and I've been free for quite some time, I still get that word depression tapping me on my shoulder. But what I try to do is no, I'm not going to go into that dark place no more. I'm not gonna let nobody push me or keep me down. I'm not gonna put my own foot or knee on my own neck. That's the worst. We can be our own worst enemy. So at this present time, what I try to do is, man, I try to live and I try to put all that negativity, all that BS, everything I went through and put it behind. You're right, the devil is a liar. But you gotta believe that. Sometimes Walter Lee, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? How you doing? 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 I gotta take this call. Mommy, how you doing, mommy?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. How you doing? Thank you for calling me. I'm on a live right now, so what I'm gonna do is, let me wrap up this live and I'll call you right back. Can I call you back?
Yeah.
Okay, I love you, mommy. All right.
Love you, Mark.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, but folks, listen. Sometime right now, what we have to do is right now, man, listen, get away from, being depressed. It's easy said than done. But the difference is right now is we all suffer from some type of mental illness. Hey, Glaze, I tell you how to make over $1 million with 1,000 totally legal. If you give me your word as bond, you would not share this knowledge. I won't share that knowledge, man. You know what? I won't share it unless you give me authorization to share it. That's the difference. So to me, if you telling me something, are you trying to help me to get somewhere? Guess what? No, I won't do that because once again, only thing we have is our word. If our word ain't no good, that means we as men and women ain't no good. So if you teaching me something and you ask me, listen, brother, I can help you, but you know what? Like I say right now, I can't. I was diagnosed as a narcissist and I take medication for it. Hey, you know what? See, you have to own that. How did you deal with depression during your long bid, man? You deal with it. You don't have no choice. You can either deal with it or you can lay down and play dead. And guess what? It deal with you. And it deal with a lot of people. You see a lot of people right now in there, laying there on medication. You know what? Going to the bathroom on themselves, hair all over the place. They're not washing, they're not shaving, they're not brushing their teeth. You know what? They don't care. They start giving up. They start give up on life. And you know what? You can never give up on life. I don't care who and what you are. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Even right now, I hated myself between the age of 14 to 24. And folks, those are the signs, or these are the times that if you got little teenager in your household, start paying attention. Do you watch a lot of gangsters in the street go to jail and break? You know what? That's a hard question, but yeah, you got some people will break. Life is what we make it, man. Life is what we make it. Life is what we make it, man. Right now, life is what we make it. That's why right now you got to continue to plant and put positivity into your life each and every day. Positive energy, positive words, man. Surround yourself around positive people. My good brother, do a story on a Hardy Boy when you have a chance. You know what? Like I said, the Hardy Boys go back, way back, man. You know what? You like I said right now, get with me and we probably can do something together. Glaze, are you willing to go into the facility and speak to the youth? Yes, I'm willing to. Hey, I do it for you. Okay, listen, that's when I speak life into existence. We have to speak life into existence. We speak negativity in existence. You know, we speak negativity in existence all the time. Hey, I can't answer that question. How serious was blood and crip in prison? I don't know. I really don't know. I never ran into that. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know. Brownsville, love you, brother. Hey, thank you. I like that. Thank you, man. I love Brownsville. It's tough to have 50 years on your back, man. It's tough to have 50 years on your back. Hey, listen, man, it is tough. But the difference is what we have to do is not too late, man. You ever hustle and king? No. Get your likes up, people. And you know what? Like I told you right now, when people come on the platform, it's a choice. If people want to support the channel, support it. If people don't. It's like right now, we can work on that. Yeah, that's what's all right. Black gang, we can work on that. But once again, folks, I want people to do what they want to do, what they feel to be moved with. A lot of things right now, like to me, if people want to support. Like even right now, last weekend, I had the opportunity to go out there. And right now I got with Sonny Blanco and we went out there to feed the homeless. And you know what we're gonna start doing? Finding different area, you know what I'm saying, within a 3 hours radius and start hitting these different communities. Start, you know what I'm saying, right now. It's amazing. It's amazing when I did that. When I went out there and started giving out food. You know what? I got so many people got in contact with me. Yo, listen, we want to be a part of that. What we want to do is right now is, you know what? Let's start a drive. Let's start giving out food. Let's start giving out blankets. Let's start giving out hats, gloves, you know what I'm saying, socks, you know, blankets, everything, comforters. That's what this is all about. Leonard Bell, Walter Lee, what's up? Have a happy night. Hey, Walt, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hey, folks, listen. When I got that feedback, I was like amazed, like, wow. Because once again, folks, one person can't do nothing by themselves. But guess what? All of us can do a lot by building and working together. You can never judge a man until you walk in their shoes. I say that all the time. You can never judge anybody. You don't know what people have been through. Donovan, what's up, baby? How you doing, man? How you doing, man? You don't know what people have been through. And you're right. You can never judge anybody until you walk in their shoes. But a lot of people are going to do that. I like the piece that you did on Quarterfield. He was a real serious dude back in the day. Hey, Julian, people do not understand. And a lot of times people like to, Quarterfield was may so rest in peace. Quarterfield was a dangerous individual. And right now, I know for a fact, from the few interaction that I had with him, a lot of guys were scared to death. Today's your birthday. Yes, it is. A lot of guys are scared to death. They won't admit it. Why? The difference is right now, see, we can't be true with ourselves. We can't be true to ourselves. So if you can't be true with yourself, how can you be true with anybody else? You know, to me, I don't care. If I was scared to death of somebody, hey, I was scared to death of them. But if you can't admit that, man, you kidding me? I was scared to death when I was coming up with plenty of people. I used to read situation, circumstance. You know what? If I need to get there, and you know what? Better yet, I remember the first time I went to this club called the Zoo. The Zoo was right there on Atlantic Avenue on Nostrum, okay, by the L, by the, you know what I'm saying, Long Island Railroad. You know what I'm saying, right there. The Zoo was right there. I remember being 14 and going to the Zoo. And you know what? I was scared to death. Because you had older guys, you had older cats, you had gangsters in there. And you know what? The stuff that you see, people getting hurt, robbed, you know what I'm saying, shot in the Zoo. The Zoo was supposed to be like a nightclub, but the Zoo was exactly what it said. It was like the Zoo, the Bronx Zoo, the Brooklyn Zoo. You know, it was like the Zoo. Any and everything goes. You had guys in there, it was like King Kong, would beat you down, rob you. What can you do? Glaze, I work in the Zoo. Good morning, Flower. Hey, look, man, look, GM Flowers. Okay, you work in the Zoo. What was the worst place in New York City in the 80s, man? It all depends upon when you say worst place. You know, you talk about housing development, you talk about club. Well, we all learn from older people who wasn't put on right. We all learn from older people you wasn't put on right. Hey, folks, listen, man. It's like, I'm gonna speak about BGG movement. Hey, Dave, thank you, man. Dave, that's why I said, you know what, people, back in the days, everybody used to have that song by Naughty by Nature. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You know what? Listen, man, I want to start a positive movement. You down with BGG? You down with BGG? You down with BGG? Disco Zoo. Grandmaster Flowers. All right. You down with BGG? Yeah, you know me. BGG right now is going to be an organization. How do we get back? You know what? I'm taking this from my late mother. It's best to give than receive. Okay? That's what I want the BGG Foundation to be about. The motto is best to give than receive. It's best to give than receive. How do we get back? How do we get back to the community? How do we get back to the homeless, the hunger? How do we get back to these kids that's underprivileged? Christmas is coming up. How many kids right now is not going to be fortunate enough to receive anything for Christmas? But the difference is have a yearly round event to give back, to help. Help those that need help. Help those that want help. Help those that crying out for help but not able to get help because they don't know what direction. They don't know how to Google, or they probably don't have access to the internet, or don't have access to the search engine. So they don't know how to get help. How can we get back? You ever met any Black Liberation Army? You know what? Hey, wow. You know what? I met my man Bashir, James Dixon York. Look him up. Google him. James Dixon York. Google James Dixon York. Google James Dixon York. His name is Bashir. And right now is, may his soul rest in peace. We got the same birthday. Bashir, may your soul rest in peace and your spirit be lifted, man. I learned a lot from him. I remember when I met him in Green Haven. Bashir, when I got out, he had life. He died in prison, him and his partner. And with the late Bashir, he was deep into the Black Liberation Army. And when I got out, he was trying to get me, and I met a few professors at Megas Ever College. So once again, folks, even then, I had an opportunity to change my life back then because you get in contact with the right people. He looked at me as I could have been his son. And what he was trying to do is he was trying to guide me into the right direction way back when. But nah, I wanted to be down. I just came home from the P now. I had something to prove. I still want shortcut out of life. Not knowing, understanding there's no shortcut in life. Only thing come fast is trouble, easy to get into, but hard to get out. And with that being said, like I tell you, I always reflect back upon my birthday. And the most my best memory of my birthday was when I turned 16. I can remember turning 16, and my mother made me a German chocolate cake. You know what I'm saying? Do you think people really love their community? You know what? Like I said right now, guess what? If people got love in their heart, they should love for their community. Yeah, people do. But sometimes right now, people give up on hope. People give up on love. People give up on a lot of different things. Do you think people really love their community? Yes, I think people do. But then again, right now is we got to rekindle that love. You know how you're in a relationship and you're in love with your husband, you're in love with your wife, and sometimes you lose that. Sometimes that fire in that relationship died. So sometimes the fire in the community died because we see so much of hatred. We see so much of, crime, act, like loss of life, drug, infestation. We see a lot of that. So guess what? We give up hope. We stop. We stop thinking about it. We stop caring. Because when you see so much of death, or you see so much of blood, or you see so much of senseless violence, guess what? Like Tina Turner said, what love got to do with it? Who need a heart when a heart can be broken? But once again, I'm gonna go back to my 16th birthday. My mother made me a German chocolate cake, and I can remember having a party. That's the last party I had, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, sit back and think about it. I had a party in 75 years, man. So here it is, I was 16. My mother made a German chocolate cake, and I had family members that live upstairs in Cyprus, and I have family members live in the back of, Linden Boulevard. And just so happened, here it is, like my mother was saying, I was having a smart mouth all day long. And all of a sudden, my family, everybody came together to sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. And you know what? I said, listen, hey, all y'all here eating my cake and ice cream. I'm saying, where's my gift? What the heck did I say that for? What did I say that for? Man, I got so many left. Wop, 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 wop. I was begging for a right from my mom. My mom beat the living daylight out of me. And she said, you know what? She felt during that period was a turning point. Because once again, that's when I started going left. When I turned 16, she felt my behavior, my attitude, my demeanor, it got worse. And you know what? She was right. She was right. And to me, folks, listen, as I sit back and reflect back upon my birthday, my 16th birthday, many years ago, and I look at it, the person that I became and the person I am today, I hate that little bastard. I can't stand that individual. But once again, I love who I am today. Would I ever think that I would be in a position, a predicament that I am today? No, how could you? How could you? How could I see the future when my whole situation looked bleak? With my life that I knew at the age of 24, my life was over with. By the age of 24, my life was over with. Okay? At 24 years old, when I turned 25, I turned 25 in Talladega, Alabama, FCI, in a holding section, waiting to be extradited back to New York. Okay? That was 33 years ago. I stayed in that cell, like, it was like a transportation. You know, right now, everybody in transit. I stay in that cell for like a month as people in and out. I think the highest, it got like 10 to 12 people in a 2-man cell. You had guys sleeping on the floor, you know what I'm saying, 24 hours. You know, so here it is, if you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta go to the bathroom in front of, you know what I'm saying, 10, 12 other individuals. Little small cell. So here it is, I don't like smelling my own. So why you think I wanna smell somebody else? So you know, I used to have to put your pillow over your head or, you know, cover your nose or whatever. You talk about disgusting, degrading, but who do I have to blame? I ain't nobody blame but myself because I put myself in that predicament. I put myself in that hellhole. You know why? Because of my stupidity. Because I want that fast life. Folks, man, only thing come fast is trouble. Easy to get into, hard to get out. That's why I was saying I wish we had a search engine back then. I wish we had Google. Google, how can I hustle legally? Google, Duke, you're a legend. You made it back. Block to block movement, map out the block like the government. A Swift, AAA, okay? Like I say, Google, how to hustle legally. How to hustle with 1 job. How to hustle with 2 jobs. How to hustle with 3 jobs. How to work smart, okay? How to build generational wealth. How to invest wisely. Google, everything is at our fingertip. And like somebody has said earlier, it got DIY, do it yourself. There's a lot of stuff right now we can Google. We can do Google how to be a better human being, how to be a better father, how to be a better husband, how to be a better son, how to be a better wife, a better mother, a better daughter, a better auntie, a better uncle, a better family member, a better Christian, a better Muslim. How? Everything is right there, folks. And that's what I'm trying to tell you right now, man. I count my blessing, man. I count my blessing each and every day. I count my blessing each and every day. And keep this in mind. When you look good, you feel good, you will do good. And you know what, to me? Like I say, to me, like even right now, at 91, everybody say, well, man, why you look so good? Because I love me. I'm in love with me. I learned how to love myself all over again. I learned how to love myself. Because when you stop loving yourself, that's when you start getting into that demonic spirit, that attitude, that behavior. And guess what happens? You start losing. When you don't love you, how can you love your brother and your sister? How can you love your community? How can you love your neighbor? How can you love anyone? You can't. But like I tell you right now, each and every day, when I get up, here it is right now, I take a natural supplement, Panoxol. You know, and to me right now is, guess what? It helped with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high, you know what I'm saying, sugar, high weight, give you natural, you know what I'm saying, energy. Come on. Once again, God help those that help themselves, but you got to know that you want help. You got to know you need help. And for a long time right now, I didn't know it. I was lost. When you look good, not anyone is counting them any blessing. Hey folks, listen. Here it is. We just went past Thanksgiving. We got a lot to be thankful about. Like I say, a lot of people celebrating Black Friday. T_Rivers, how you doing, my brother? Hey, right now, we got to make it happen, man. Hey, T Rivers, we got to make it happen, brother. We got to make it happen. We got to make it happen. But you look at people, they went out there to that Black Friday, spending billions and billions of dollars. They went out there to that Black Saturday, Black Sunday, Cyber Monday. And guess what happened? When you got so many people that's out there that don't even have jobs, that don't even have food to eat, that don't even have housing. Come on. That's why you got to count your blessing. Somebody just made a donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation. But the difference is right now, ENZ. Thank you, man. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. You know, because once again, only thing that gonna go to, it's gonna go back to me buying more food, buying gloves, buying socks, buying hat, buying coats, buying blankets, buying comforters. How do I get back? You know, how do I right my wrong? How do I used to be a problem, now I'm trying to be part of the solution, man? How did that came about? That came about 2 years ago. Basically 2 years ago till this date. You know, I had a friend of mine. my best friend, my brother. Right now is, guess what? He put me on the phone. You know what I'm saying? What was like FaceTime with the, the GOAT, LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Rock the bell. Mama say knock you out. He put me on the phone with LL Cool J. One of the greatest rappers that's out there. One of the greatest clean-cut rappers that's out there. When he put me on with that brother, man, and he said, yo, I be listening to your stuff. He said, I be listening to you on YouTube. He said, what is it, man? I said, you know what? It's my ministry. I knew a lot of kids who had nice household and choose crime. I don't know why. You know what, E-A-N-Z? I got a brother, man. I'm gonna bring him on my platform. This brother was a goody two-shoes. This brother, right now, he lived right there in the middle. He lived in a private house. His mom, his dad was there. They made a decent living, but he was surrounded. They live in a private house on the outskirts by Pink Houses, Cypress Plaza. This guy used to, as a kid, 12, 13, 14 years old, he used to go in his freezer and steal meat, you know what I'm saying? And give to his neighbors, give to them, because his family had more. That was unbelievable. I'm talking about as a kid, he knew what his family had. He knew they was well off. And he used to go and steal from their freezer to give to the neighbors in the community that needed more than they did. You talk about human compassion at such a young age? This is what he did. This is what God placed on his heart to do as a kid. And the difference is, that's what I'm saying. I remember my mother used to always say, it's best to give than receive. I remember hearing that lesson. I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. She telling us, it's best to give than receive. Mom, why every time we go over, or we get into that family reunion stuff, and every Sunday we used to have like family reunion. We used to get together with all her sisters and all her nieces and nephews. All of us used to come together. And you know what? Every time we go over there, she giving somebody something for their birthday, because they graduate, or Christmas, whatever the occasion may be. And guess what? We say, Mom, why every time we go over there, you always giving everybody things, gift, but nobody, when it's our birthday or Christmas, we don't get nothing. She said, listen, keep in mind, it's always best to give than receive. Wow. I remember we used to be some mad little kids. Like the 3 little pigs, we was mad, like turning red, turning blue in our face, because we couldn't understand that message, because that message was so powerful. Not knowing that eventually, guess what? I will take the words. I will take heed. I will live by the words. It's always best to give than receive. Just like trouble, our own conclusion are easy to come to. Hey, folks, you're right. So to me, even with this young brother, between the age 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, he should steal from his own family, they freezer, they refrigerator, they cabinet, to provide for people that had less than they had. Deep, real deep, real deep. And that's why I said right now, I'm gonna bring that brother on the platform, man, because he got a powerful, powerful story, man. And his story is so deep because, once again, he never got into trouble as a kid. He went into the military. He used to go visit friends that was caught up into that lifestyle. He came home being successful from the military, working man. And all of a sudden, he got caught up into a hell of a white collar crime scam. And man, guy made millions. And the difference is right now is he got busted. How can a goody two-shoes, had it going on, was doing it right the first time, but decided he wanted to go backwards. He wanted to be down. He wanted to be cool. And he paid a price. He paid with his freedom. Highway to Heaven by Michael Landon, okay? Hey, folks, it's always best to give and receive. So even right now, I'm in a giving state. I sit back and think about it. How can I help the next man, the next woman? You know what? But keep in mind, you can't help everybody. Sometimes I get all type of messages, email, DMs, messenger. And folks, listen, man, you get all type of stories. Oh, and you don't know who to believe, who not to believe. Because once again, here it is, people know. If you got a kind heart and people come with a sad story, guess what? How do you know they sincere in their approach? Nobody want to be scammed. So many people I once respect taking this big form of poison and support mandated kid. We need to fight back, all right? Hey, but listen, as I celebrate my 91st birthday, I count my blessing, man. Beautiful day. You know, got a peaceful state of mind, peaceful environment. Look at this environment, man. Look at the day, man. It's beautiful. You know, I want to sing, but I promised my brother-in-law that I was going to stop singing. I think my brother-in-law is jealous of me and my voice, man. You know, so I'm not going to sing. I was going to sing, "You Are So Beautiful." You know, saying, look, it's so beautiful out here. But I'm not going to do that. I promised him I was going to tone away from the singing. I'm going to stop singing, you know. But listen, folks, thank y'all for joining me. Unfortunately, a lot of us didn't know better. But like I told you right now, it's not too late, man. It's never too late, man. It's never too late. But sit back and think about it. Imagine my generation had access to Google. Man, I would have never gotten in trouble. Google, how to stay out of trouble. Google, how to make a legal hustle by working smart, not working hard. Google, how to be smart with my finance. Google, how to buy a house. Man, we dig when you sing them. Hey, you know, I can't do that, man. To generate loss with Google, to be honest. You know what? And they probably did. Thompson Shop, when you do the right thing, you get the feeling of peace and serenity. You're right, you do. Seeing it's your birthday. Nah, man. It's your birthday and I know you wanna. Nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. You say social media control the mind, ENNZ. Probably right, man. You probably right. You probably right. Social media do, but like the difference is we got to use social media. We can't let social media use us. We can't be addicted to social media. We got to monitor time to time that we spend on social media. Utilize social media that's going to be beneficial, helpful, and rewarding for you. Social media is just society online. You're right. You're right. It's the power of social media. Thompson Shop. You're right. It is. It's a very powerful. Like look at it. It's a lot of stuff that we wasn't aware of. That what's going on in the world. Only thing we knew about what went on in our community. How often do you go out and evangelize? I don't know. Like I said right now, I evangelize each and every day when I run into people. I love your story, Glaze. But right now, none of this matter. Does anyone see what's happening in the world? A lot of people see what's happening in the world. We see what's happening in the world each and every day. Just like the issue in society. Hey, folks, listen. But we all can make a difference. If we can get people to participate with the milk crate challenge, look at that. A couple months ago, what you seen all throughout social media, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Facebook, we saw the challenge. We saw the milk crate challenge. How many people you seen out there stepping up to that milk crate challenge? And what I'm saying, killing themselves, breaking their neck, breaking their leg, breaking their arm, cracking their skull. Here it is, everybody from all nationality, from all around the world, participate with this milk crate challenge. But yet and still right now is we can take a time out for racism. We can take a time out from world hunger. We can take a time out from the homelessness problem. We can take a time out from the mental illness. And everybody are crying. And everybody can join forces for the milk crate challenge. But yet and still we can't join forces to stop world hunger, to stop the homelessness, to stop and get help for mental illness. Come on. To stop them saying crime, the crime wave. We can do everything else but do the right thing. Why? Because it's easy to do something silly. It's hard. It's hard to do the right thing. Why so hard, man? That should be natural. That should be natural. Everybody should be wanting to get out there to help one another, man. Help your brother, your sister. Help your mankind. But, once again, poison in, poison out. And a lot of things got to do with what we allow into our mind, what we allow into our body. into our mouth, into our digestive system. Poison in, poison out. Poison in, poison out. Hey, listen, folks, thank y'all for joining me, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love, all the shout out for my birthday. You know, like I say, I'm 91 years old. Hey, listen, go to the Brian Glaze Gibbs Patreon page, sign up. I got a lot of different things I'll be working on. It's crazy how we have millionaires and billionaires, but still millions and millions of people who are homeless and no food. You're right. Like I said right now, hey, sign up to the Brian Glaze Gibbs Patreon page. Anybody, to get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. Them say a true story. Brian, how you doing? Thank you, man. My fellow Sash, thank you, thank you. Happy birthday to you. You got a birthday coming up or your birthday passed? Hey, to get your signed copy of Beyond Lucky, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story, crack, money, murder, and redemption. Email me, Brian, B-R-I-A-N, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. If I can change, anybody can change. Hey, Brian, happy birthday, man. December 5th. December 5th right here, man. 4 more days, man. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, man. May you be blessed with many, many more in the years to come. Hey, listen, folks. Thank you for joining me. Like I say, check out the Brian Glaze Gibbs Patreon page. I got a lot more coming. Check out my YouTube channel, Brian Glaze Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Unfortunately, social media has mostly become an echo chamber of stupidity and foolishness. You know why? Because everybody, FBI file, did an ever burn story today. Wow. Hey, Walter Lee, you're right. You know, because once again, I don't understand why negativity sell. You're welcome, Brian. You're welcome. Negativity. Why do negativity sell? Why do drama sell? Why do violence sell? You know, even right now, look what happened with Grand Theft Auto, or all these video stores with, like all these video games with the violence. It sells. Look at Love and Hip Hop. It sells. McGregor, you know what? Let me double check. Let me double check, McGregor. Hey, you know what? Like I say right now is with work, with everything else I'm doing, right now, if you got a book coming, McGregor, you're going to have one coming. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And I just got a shipment in yesterday. Shabay, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? How you doing, Shabay? Shout out to OG Shabay, man. I learned a lot from Shabay, man. Right now, check out the interview. It's a 3-part interview that I did with Shabay. I am Crown Prince Mac. I got to check it out, McGregor. No problem, man. See, one thing about it, I like that. Because if I say I'm going to do something, we're going to do what we said we're going to do. Check out the piece. I did a 3-part interview with OG Shabay, man. Like I said right now, it was just 2 guys, as I was coming up, that I was scared to death of. That was OG Shabay and Rasta T, man. And right now is like I can remember years ago when I was a kid, Shabay, you know what I'm saying, pull out a 38 long. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm going to bat for myself, man. Trying to get my pop. Nickel-plated 22 with a walnut handle, man. That sucker was sweet. But what the hell would I, at 14, carrying a gun for, fronting? And the difference is right now, he was trying to take it because you know what? You're going to wind up doing something stupid that you're going to learn to later regret. You know, even as time went on, I wound up doing something stupid. And I wound up going to jail for murder. And you know what, Shabay? I ran into Shabay. He said, listen, kid, you're in a world of trouble. Here it is right now, man. Listen, if you ever want to see the light of day, man, you need to get this lawyer. And you know what I did? I got the lawyer, Murray Cutler. May his soul rest in peace. Murray Cutler, his son, Bruce Cutler, used to represent the late John Gotti. And right now, I took Shabay advice, and I got Murray Cutler. And right now is, guess what? But you think you learn. You think when you get out of an unfortunate situation, when you get out of the lion den, when your life is saved or your life is spared, you think right now you count your blessing. You get on your knees, you know what I'm saying, and praise God or whoever you praise, Allah. But yet and still know what I did, I took it for granted. I took it for granted. I took it for granted. And what I did, I still became worse. I didn't get better. You know, I got worse. And it cost me. It cost me. It cost me. Hey, folks, thank you for taking time out your day to join me. I truly appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe. Hey, peace, love, and prosperity. One love.